aiming for like a 40 minutes, bro. Hey, is this thing on?
Is it?
Is
Can you hear
hello?
me?
Hi. What's going on, man?
I think we're live.
Hey, first time in a long time. First
First
time in
time in a long
forever.
time, hurting deeply inside.
And I would love to say what's up because we are live to the millions and millions of zero people live right now. But it's
Yeah,
okay because it's being recorded, so you can just watch it back later.
we have 0 views.
It's okay. Hey,
All
this
right.
is episode one. We didn't tell anyone we were going live. We'll tell everyone now.
Yep.
Hey, TaintCast every Friday about 6, 7, 6, 7.
6-7,
About
6-7.
about 6, 7. Give or
Dog, I'm
take.
telling you, I took my kids to the Pistons game, and they were spamming that 6-7 shit. Like every time a kid would come on the camera, pause. Wait. They're,
Whoa. Wait,
yeah,
kids?
they're kids.
Whoa.
Every time they would get on the camera, they would literally just like their lives,
Yeah.
like they were trying to like do it
Hey,
quick.
bro. Do you see the Grinch when the kid comes up to him and be like 6, 7? He'll go like 8, 9, 8, 9.
Ain't
That shit be making me weak. And then there's some whack ass motherfuckers here in Richmond on TikTok trying to start a trend, and they're like paying motherfuckers because they're like going everywhere and they're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that shit is so fucking lame, bro. What the fuck? Like
like are
six,
these
seven was actually cool when it first started. Now, yeah, the kids took it over and it's annoying, but one,
are
two,
these like
three is
adults?
lame.
Are these
Bro, they're
adults
like
doing
college. They're like college age. They're either late high school or early college age kids.
that's embarrassing. I'm
Yeah,
doing it
bro.
ironically. I'm pushing 30, so I can't say what's embarrassing anymore because these kids do whatever nowadays.
I mean, yeah, but when we were coming up, we had some
We did
crazy
the
things.
we did the cinnamon challenge. What else we do?
Oh, the cinnamon challenge was life. I did that shit twice.
We were doing the
We were doing the
21.
chocolate milk thing. Oh yeah, 21. I still do the 21.
We had fucking Vine.
LeBron
So every
James.
every Vine challenge we did,
We
yeah,
had LeBron James. LeBron James.
that was a
LeBron
crazy time.
James.
That was a crazy time. Crazy time.
Yeah. Hey, you remember this one?
I still do that one from time to time. But all right,
What an
we back.
intro.
Yeah, we back. You know what I'm saying? We after a long hiatus, partly it was partly my fault. Ah, my bad, y'all. I've been gone too long.
Nigga
Yeah,
got kids.
yeah, I got kids. You feel me? I just well, yeah, just go ahead. Go ahead. All right, go ahead and hit me a bunch of times. Yeah, I
Whoa.
mean, what you been up
Whoa.
to?
Well, me, well, for everyone that missed the TaintCast, if you love the TaintCast and you don't follow Bravado, Morado, and YInMn on their personal Instagrams, then what the hell are you doing? What have I been up to? Uh, same old. Not TaintCast, but in between, I've started helping a professional wrestling company called CCWA. That's the Capital City Wrestling Alliance. I
How's
am
that
a ring
going? How's that
announcer.
going? Tell the people
I
about
am
that.
I'm a ring announcer for them. I help when I can put on shows. I kind of stepped back from that the last couple of shows, just because I have other things. I be in the gym a lot. I hit the gym about 5 times a week.
Yeah,
Um,
I do mine 3 times a week. I need to up it to 5.
yeah, and yeah, I'm taking rest weeks, so I think I'm gonna be in the gym 5 times a week, all 52 weeks of the year. I'm gonna take at least 6 rest weeks, but one of my New Year's resolutions was actually to track my gym progress more and to be more efficient. So I'm in the gym 5 times a week, but I'm not in the gym as long, and I'm getting just a good workout. So I'll do like a set of 25 squats, and then I will do a exercise or a machine that will work my upper body. And by the time I do 100 squats, it's only been 10 minutes. I did 100 squats and I did 2 sets of an upper body exercise. And, that's how it is. So I only need to be in there an hour when I'm doing shit like that.
Shout out to you, who at number 1 on Twitch. Shout out to you, you're our first viewer, huh?
Oh, someone's on Twitch. What's up, bro?
Yeah,
how are you doing?
Shout out to you. We got 1 viewer.
How you doing? Can you tell? Can you tell we don't go live that often?
Yeah, I'm excited.
This is actually. Are they still here after?
Oh
no. Whoa.
Hey, be careful. We don't want to shoot the load too quick.
Pause. Whoa, pause.
That was the money shot. That was the money shot. All right, let's get into these topics. We only can go live we have lives, so we can only go live for a little bit. You see what I did there?
Yeah. Hey, wait, to our 1 viewer, if you enjoy this is the TaintCast, and we are doing this now every Friday from 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, maybe 8, 9. No 1, 2, 3. That's bullshit. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, we got 1 guy on Twitch. All right.
Hey, yo.
Let's start it off
to the topics.
Let's start it off the way we do. All right.
Hey, yo, DJ, drop that beat.
1, 2, 3, hit it.
Hey, the TaintCast is back, and this is season 6, so we're going live this time. Suck a dick. Pause. Whoa. Take it slow, and I'm rewinding it. I was going to keep going because you ain't stopped beatboxing. And it's done now. It's done now. Hey, what's up?
I went to elementary school with Skilla Baby, and I used to beatbox for him.
You used to do what?
I used to beatbox for Skilla Baby.
Pause. Is that the dude that has the song Beatbox?
No, he then what's his famous song? I don't know. But I know I went to elementary school with him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get into these topics.
All right, bring it on.
First of all, let's just catch the viewers up because we haven't been live since 2024.
We haven't. We've recorded. We recorded a couple episodes of 2025, but basically, this is TaintCast. We talk about what we want, when we want. And it's entertainment. We get serious. We get sports. We get political. We get funny. We talk about everything. We are the originators of the Zoom podcast. We were doing this in 2019 before COVID. Motherfuckers jocked our style. We do it the best because we do what we want. We have no rules. There was like one time we got in trouble, and we kind of just told those people to fuck off. And that's how we are.
Yeah, they can suck their own dick. All right, how about we update people on where we've been, what we've done? You know.
Didn't we just do that?
No,
I started talking about the gym. I'm gonna go on a gym rant.
Projects we're working on.
Oh, I make hella music. YInMn makes hella music. Last year we dropped a collab project together called Ain't Saints. Check out our pages, listen to our music, watch our music videos. We lit, and we also do the TaintCast.
Yep, you can find us with our names that are on the bottom left of our individual screens. You can find us on all streaming platforms. Personally, I have written, and this John's probably a little upset that we didn't get to release more music last year, but I wrote my own musical, my very first musical. It was very exciting, a good learning experience. I learned a lot. Fully casted it. In the coming weeks, y'all will see people that were in the musical and is in the musical. They'll come on and they'll discuss stuff that they're doing. The musical is on a hiatus right now, but we're gonna come back stronger than ever. And yeah, that's been what's up with me. Oh, and personally, I have 2 kids. I have another one due in a couple weeks. My beautiful wife is very supportive of me. I'm a homeowner. I just became a homeowner. And my day job, let's get a raise.
Fuck.
See, I need
facts.
We gotta download it. All right, let's get to the topic.
10 minutes in and we're just really getting started. That's so TaintCast like.
Yeah.
After
All
this
right.
commercial break.
So we were supposed to go live last week, didn't get the chance to. Your boy, Donald J. Trump, invaded Venezuela.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know that was my boy though, but hey.
yeah, you was all MAGA. See, we've been doing this pod. We've had the luxury of doing this pod so long that I remember the second and the third time Trump ran. You were very pro Trump.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't say it like that, okay? I was very pro Kanye West.
I don't know, John. You was bouncing on it.
Oh hell no! Don't fucking out me.
You was bouncing on it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Pause. I'm a very unbiased person. I will speak points. I do the first time he ran, I was very anti-Hillary Clinton. So, I definitely defended bro's points, but I will call a spade, and these last 4 years, definitely I have a whole fuck Trump t-shirt.
Was he supposed wasn't he supposed to be anti-war?
Was he?
I mean,
was he? Because he been bombing shit ever since he got in office.
He ran an anti-war campaign.
Did he? Yeah. I just remember the no tax on overtime, which I just found out was actually true.
He was like, "We're not gonna start any new wars. We're not gonna get involved." That's what he was saying. And look at you now. Yeah. Fucked up.
Hey, bro. I thought we were gonna talk about Trey Young.
Hey, when you get to that point, let me stop. Look, you was in a hot seat.
You came at me. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you was in a
but no, this is a serious subject. Now that I'm not caught off guard, let's continue it. That was good. I love that. I love that though. Because this is a serious issue and it's a little bit way more serious than what's going on in the NBA right now. And everybody in America or around the world who's watching or is going to be watching, I mean, have your own opinions about what's going on in the world around you, but it's obviously American Revolution Part 2 time.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm definitely pro Americans not getting involved in foreign wars.
But I think we just went in Venezuela and robbed the oil and like kidnapped their president and did a bunch of illegal shit.
Yeah.
They said they even used like a sonic wave weapon that like you see the superheroes using on TV where it just like makes your mind melt for a second and you can't do nothing.
I just know they president in jail, like Epstein, ready to get Epstein.
Hey, bro. Epstein didn't kill himself, by the way.
Yeah, it's funny. Didn't they go to the same prison? I don't know. I don't know about that. All right, next topic. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, we did a good job there. We will talk about that more later. Let's talk about something fun.
Oh wait, no, I did the wrong one. I think we did good on that. We did enough for clips, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely going to do it. Is our one viewer still here? How? I applaud you, person. I applaud you, person. Because that was not discussed. He just did that, and I was like, I didn't think we were talking about Venezuela. I smoke weed from Venezuela.
Hey, one viewer, shout out to you.
Apparently, I pump gas from Venezuela now too. That wasn't funny, but
all right, let's move on to the next topic. The next topic. FBAs.
Yeah. I need you to inform me a little bit about this.
All right. FBAs are foundational Black Americans. Foundational Black Americans are people whose ancestors were enslaved in the in what would become the United States of America. So,
So this is pre 1776.
no, not necessarily. Just people whose ancestors came
Okay.
here through slavery.
Okay.
So people who came pre 1865.
Okay. Okay.
So people like you and me, like people, people were
Yeah.
lineage here. Been a big debate online. Oh, bring you back in.
Hey, what's up?
There's been a huge debate online, man. They've been talking online. About FBAs and and it stands for Foundation Black American, and it basically people have been arguing its need because they see it as inherently divisive. So how about I pull up this video
Okay.
and we react to it. Can you see it?
Nope.
You should be able to see it.
There we go. Oh, Tucker Carlson. I do like Tucker Carlson.
Which is actually quite interesting because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting in their words that he would try to claim slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. Like you've got a point of view that is legitimate. I think.
Yeah, and they're.
I agree.
Americans.
That's for sure.
100%.
They're definitely heritage Americans, if anyone is. And someone rolls in from Ghana and gets an MSNBC slot and starts speaking on behalf.
All right, they get a little bit into the weeds there, but you see, FBA is a pretty universal thing.
Yeah.
Just like Africans get to say that they're Ghanaian, Somalian, South African, Zimbabwean, whatever the fuck. People from the Caribbean get to say they're Jamaican, Haitian, from Dominican Republic. I personally don't see a problem with us being able to say that, like we're for FBA, because historically when people come over here and they commit crimes, they're kind of lumped in with us.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. You have a point there.
It's always 21 Savage, for example. 21 Savage is not
that is a big fact. That is good right there, actually.
He's not FBA, so he came over here shooting up Atlanta, came over here getting in drive-bys. He got shot himself, doing all that gang violence and shit, and he gets roped in with us. And then not only that, he goes on to form a rap career around stereotypes.
That culture, right?
Yeah. Stereotypes that we have to deal with. So that's just one example of, and a very public example of why the FBA name is needed, because we need to be able to separate and differentiate ourselves from other people. And it's not like the other black people do that, and people of other races do it too. You have you have Chinese, you have Japanese, and then even within big countries like China, you have people who are who speak Mandarin. You have people that speak Cantonese, and they don't like each other. People that live in Benin, there's like 40 different tribes in Benin, and there's only 6 million people.
Right.
In the African country of Benin, and they all don't like each other. So
yeah,
we are, and now this is a little bit of a conspiracy theory I'm getting into. Nation of Islam talking points. We are what is considered the lost people of Abraham. We are the 13th tribe, based on stuff that other people have said, and we deserve our own moniker. And that's what I feel about it. What do you think, Bravado?
All right. In the grand scheme of things, I do understand, and there is a fair point because every other type of people does have their subcategory. I'm not going to go through it again. You just said it, but everybody does have a subcategory, and it does seem like black people are just black people. It don't matter. You're a black person if you were born in Africa and you came over here. If you stayed in Africa, it don't matter. If your skin is black, you're black, and that's just what it is. So what I want to say I do disagree with is, in the grand scheme of things, is that is the problem with everything, is that everything is always separated. That's I don't want to sound racist, but the Chinese and the Japanese, why we can't live happily and be Asian. So I'm saying that with the black people, I do understand the being a foundational black America, like Tucker Carlson said, you do have more of a valid point than if your parents came over here 20 years ago in the 80s from South Africa and they came rich, because you different heritage, different cultures and everything. So it is not fair that people like 21 Savage and their family are coming over from fucking Europe and coming to America. You're not fucking foundationally black American at all, and fucking totally rode the wave of it and made a whole career out of it just to not actually be that. I do agree, but I do not agree with the vision of everything. I think that is why we keep getting put in all these. That's how they split everybody up for everything. It's like
as a quick aside, I'm gonna let you finish. I am a huge fan of 21 Savage, even though he's not a foundational black American. I still like his music,
except that new album. That new album was trash.
Come on, gang, you can do better. But I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan. Still a fan. You got me through some tough times, especially what was that one album, Without Warning, with him and Offset?
Yeah, that was a good album. Yeah,
fire. I mean, 21 Savage is a legend. But the point still remains: you basically came over here and masqueraded as one of us, and went around shooting up houses, committing crimes, and now you know what I'm saying. We wrote into that. People walking around looking at us like we the ones doing that,
and it wasn't us. Yeah, I feel that.
And then other people who come from these certain, and then I'm not even anti-immigration or anything like that, but other people come from these countries where there's a huge rape culture. Like people are getting like they're touching women and shit, and then they come over here with that same mentality, and then they get arrested, and then it's counted as a black person doing it in statistics, and we're not the same type of black people.
Yeah, because I can actually say foundational black Americans, the ones whose families have been here since slavery and you can trace their ancestry, they kind of fall into two categories. They're either in the projects, dirt poor, or their family's actually pretty successful now and they had ties in the Black Wall Street or everything, and they're actually well-off Americans with good jobs. People like me and you, for a factor, we come from good families and we're on our way up. So it is not fair.
I push back a little bit on that because I feel like a lot of families are blended with that, especially families that stay, that make FBAs mate with other FBAs. You can't really control for that. A lot of the times, an individual within an FBA family will matriculate through a university and become successful, but the rest of their family isn't. You know what I mean?
That is a total problem with the culture, and a deeper problem with just the racism that is rooted in this country. And a lot of, we can sit here and break it down. This has turned into a very serious first episode, but we could talk about how black boys are growing up believing that they got to be a rapper or a football player, and that's it. Like, no one even encourages them to be a mechanic until they're in jail and they have to find a job for when they get out. Like, we could break it down that much, but like we were talking about earlier, the fucking state of the country, which, kind of want to lean off the politics because it's just, we're in a dark time right now. We're living in fucking Germany in 2026, and it's sad.
All right, let's go back to we were this is supposed to be like a somewhat of a debate. So let me go back to attacking the
Okay.
your points. You
Do
said
it.
that there's
Give it to
already
me. Pause.
Not my butt. Not my butt. All right. So I'm gonna attack your point. You said there's already too much division. So when a lot of black immigrants come over here, and when they go and are successful, they don't and when they do graduation speeches, when they get degrees, they don't say that they don't thank their parents and they don't thank foundational black Americans. They basically wear the country, their original country on their sleeve. Even ones that have been here for multiple generations, they wear their flag on their sleeves proudly. And the only thing I want is for us to have that same right. For a kid growing up that is successful to be able to say, hey, I belong to this ethnic group. We have done so many things. We created basically every musical genre after the 1920s. Every modern musical genre has been created by foundational black Americans.
So I got a question. So when they do that, when they go up, are they raising the American flag?
I mean, yeah, but FBA, we have our own flag.
Okay.
So
So
I mean,
now I haven't seen it, know nothing about it, just learned that they have their own flag right now. Is waving that flag going to be considered unpatriotic?
no, it's the FBA flag is a very American flag.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'll pull it up real quick. Keep yapping.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't, disagree too much with what you're saying because, I think you got points. My thing is just division on a long scale. Like I honestly see no problem with just adding another group and not saying the FBA is like that. But I mean, I totally understand where they're coming from. I'm just debating for the sake of debating. That is a very American flag, though. That's a very pro-black and pro-American flag. I actually like that flag a lot.
Yeah, because ultimately we are as American as it gets.
Damn, I love that fucking flag. Actually, I want that on a t-shirt.
People don't want to admit it. People don't like to admit it. But we're as American as anybody else. We're more American than a lot of people that live here. So discounting us as our own individual group is unnecessary. And then it also feeds into negative stereotypes because you cast a wider net of people doing bad behaviors and then we get lumped in with them. And then it also deteriorates arguments for things like reparations, because when you argue for reparations, people always say, well, what about the people whose ancestors weren't slaves that come over here and want to take advantage of it?
Right. So you have a point there. So it would be like only FBA people get reparations, and that would make sense.
And then that's another thing. So
reparations are never going to come. They've been talking about this shit forever. It's never going to happen.
I agree it won't happen, but I do think that there's an argument for it, and the argument gets delineated when there's people who've been living here for even 2 or 3 generations that look like us, but they still are
aunts. Yeah.
And then there's this thing called a tether. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
It basically alludes to like the 21 Savage thing we were talking about earlier. And the video I showed you before, this guy named Byron Donalds, he's running for mayor or governor in Florida. And his people are Jamaican and Panamanian. And he's basically saying stuff about Black Americans. Like, we need to marry people more. We need to do this. We need to do that. Meanwhile, he's not even from here. He's basically cosplaying as a Black American.
Right.
And trying to tell us what to do. I don't like that. Because it's like, I think and then like people think just because they have a black face, they can also say that.
Yeah, no, but that's not true at all. All skin
like
folk ain't your kinfolk.
It sounds to me like you don't really disagree with me at all.
Yeah, I was trying to find reasons to disagree with you with the sake of debating for this show, but like, I can't really. I said the only real point that I can back up is just the vision, but I mean, it totally makes sense. Like, I think I have no problems. This is my first time hearing it about it. I like the flag. Um, could I say you've convinced me? Yes.
I did. I think I did a good job.
Yeah.
I
Definitely educated me. You educated me on the subject. Gave me your point of views on why I should agree, and let me formulate my own opinion and agree on myself without forcing me. You did the opposite of what a lot of people do. So good job.
John, you got to stop running from the debate. You got to stop running. I think you lost.
I did lose that one. I couldn't really. That subject was very hard for me to come back on anything for. Like, honestly, like, in like my heart, I couldn't really find anything to, like, without just being blatantly racist, which isn't a good arguing point. I have no reason to really keep arguing other than the one I had. So
yeah, I think
next time we debate, it will be about something me and you totally on our opposite sides, and we'll spend our whole 40-minute show yelling at each other.
I think one thing we need to do in the future is just find people who are like, Jamaican or African, and we need to really like get to the nitty gritty, because I feel like there are some counterpoints out there and they may be legitimate, but the way I see it is they get to have their own, ethnic.
They could say, my family be here. My family came here in 1922. You guys have me. I'm not Black American, but my family been here since 92. My grandmother, my mother, my grandfather. They go back and forth to the island. You see this? The last I'm in charge of it. Charge of the that is what they would do. Hey, what's up? I got a little time to myself. Hey, DC in the building. This is the old logo. Trae Young just came to the Washington Wizards. I'm not saying the Wizards are going to be sweet, but the Wizards are going to be entertaining. If you got cheap tickets at the beginning of the year, like I should have did, then you were good. I take it my impression might have went a little too far, but that is definitely. I mean, could you really tell me what accent that was? You couldn't. You couldn't, because I don't even know what it was.
I had to get off. Pause. I had to get off. I couldn't be on the camera when you was doing that, because that is racist. You were being racist too. You know what? Call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Call the cops. Call the cops. Get him out of here. He's a black. He's a black. He's an FBA. He's an FBA. He's fine.
He's good. He's good. FBA.
He's good. But yeah, we really should. Do you know anyone who's like? Well, we could probably talk shop. Meeting.
Yeah, I think we're running out of time. I think it's time for a top 5.
I think we should go to the next topic. I think we did a good job on that one. Yeah, next topic is the NBA. We got trade deadline coming up soon. And something big has just happened. Something big.
Pause.
Has just occurred. You want to tell the people, John, what has just happened?
I was just talking about it. Pause. Chill. Calm down. Don't clock it. Hey, Trae Young to the Wizards. Fucking Wizards. They ain't going to be much to talk about when it's down to playoff time, but it is exciting for basketball because the Wizards got a very young core. I did. You were off screen. I already showed him. This is the old logo when John Wall used to play for him that they went the DC Rising. They got the little circle now with the basketball, and they call themselves the Wizards. But yeah, as growing up in Virginia, lifelong Wizards fan. John Wall's my favorite player of all time. Probably will always be forever. Only person that comes close is the LeBron James. LeBron James. So that's what it is. I'm excited for the Wizards. I'm excited to watch them score 130 points and then get outscored by 150 points because that team has no defense. I stole that from YInMn. He said that.
Yeah. I don't know, John. It sounds like you're a pretty big fan of Trae Young and LeBron and John Wall.
Yeah, those are.
Stop bouncing on it. Stop bouncing on it. It's getting raw.
Whoa, pause.
You keep bouncing on it like that. Come on, dude.
Well, Trae Young is a good small guard, and Washington D.C. in recent history has always had elite point guard play with John Wall, Russell Westbrook. They had Chris Paul for a hot minute. So
you say he's a good small guard.
Yes.
You calling him petite?
I mean, Trae Young isn't a. I don't know how to say this without avoiding the setups.
Hey, this is a pause show. We played a pause game here. Go ahead.
But Trae Young is an exceptional athlete that plays the game of basketball very well. He is smaller than most people in the NBA, but he still makes up for it. He still makes up for it with his skill and rotation.
I don't know, man. I've been watching these last few games. Trae Young has been looking bad.
Yeah, because he's been playing for the Hawks. And so I remember when Trae Young was in college and he was sweet, but everybody who's going to go to the NBA is sweet in college. He definitely was a beneficiary of that Steph Curry train because he could shoot from half court. He is nowhere near Steph Curry talent, but he is not a bust like a Ben Simmons or a Markelle Fultz was. No.
Did you say he was not a bust?
Whoa, pause. He wasn't a bust. Pause.
Whoa.
I do think.
Close your
I do think Trae Young is an elite point guard. Is he top 10? Maybe not. Obviously there's Luka Doncic and SGAs of the world who are better, but I do think Trae Young makes the Wizards better. Cade Cunningham is a good rising star. Cade Cunningham should have a better career arc than Trae Young did. Trae Young was what Cade Cunningham was, but Trae Young didn't amount to much. I hope the opposite for Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham actually from last year to this year has become a terrific player.
Yeah, we definitely Cade Cunningham on this pod. Yeah, we're Cade Cunningham sirs, bouncers.
Yeah. So you want to do?
What do you think of the Atlanta part of this trade?
They received a bunch of nothing. They got rid of Trae Young's contract. But I understand. I guess they want to rebuild. But with that big contract, you get the player, but you also get the name. You get the jersey sales and the ticket sales of having a player like that. And I think that's what the Wizards really booked on.
They got CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum is not selling jerseys or tickets like Trae Young is.
That's fine. I mean, Jalen Johnson, I think, is probably going to be better than Trae Young in the long run. I mean, he's been averaging, like the last 3 weeks, he's been averaging 25, 10, and 8.
Yeah, that's legit. And in today's NBA, a lot of them are averaging a lot of stuff like that. The average.
He's 6'8" and can run, so you don't have to really worry about the same defensive liabilities that you get from a Trae Young because Trae Young is such a small guard. He can't really. He's basically a cone, and not because he doesn't try. It's just because he's small guy. He's really small. Like actually, I think.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's really small, really small. Yeah, he's like he's listed as 6'2", but without shoes, he's really 6 feet. And then like even then, I saw a video of him standing next to Steph Curry, and Steph Curry looked taller than him, and Steph is listed as 6'2". I don't know. I think there's a little cap. I think there's a little cap in his rep. I think Trae Young's actually closer to 5'10", which,
damn, that's short.
Yeah, but you got to remember, AI was like that.
Yeah.
AI
But see, Trae Young ain't no AI.
I think AI is overrated.
That brings us into, I think, what we will debate about. I think we should go into the top 5 small guards.
We're edging. We're gonna get that off a different week. We'll talk about that. So let's not shoot the load. Let's.
We just said AI is overrated, and now just like, nah, let's not argue.
Yeah, let's not argue that. But he is overrated.
What?
Even for the time.
How is Island efficiency?
Efficiency, yes.
Then how is Kobe Bryant not overrated?
Kobe was way more efficient than AI throughout his career. But we can get into a debate about that a different time. That's actually good content, John, because you seem very passionate about it.
If AI is overrated because of efficiency, I love Kobe Bryant, but I want to know how Kobe Bryant's not overrated because of efficiency. And don't say championships. I want to hear a point other than championships.
Kobe's efficiency was better than AI's. Hold on, for his career. Hold on. I'm gonna Google it. So I'm not talking out of my ass. Efficiency. It's fucked up. The first thing that comes up is death. He's 32nd all time. He's 32nd all time.
In efficiency and player efficiency rating?
Yeah, but player efficiency rate actually isn't the one. It's supposed to be true shooting because player efficiency takes into account everything.
True shooting percentage takes in the turnovers.
60% for Kobe. An effective field goal percentage. 48. So that's pretty low.
For Allen Iverson?
No, for Kobe.
So Kobe's 48?
For effective, yeah. But for true shooting, he's 60. So
okay.
Iverson. Mid 40s, 45%. So and 48 is already bad. True shooting. They kind of just.
And Kobe is a better player than Allen Iverson, so I'm putting that at even.
48.
Kobe a better player, had better teammates, so I'm putting that even.
Yeah. For his career, he is 48% true shooting, so 12 points lower than Kobe, percentage wise. So that's bad. That's bad. And he also,
I didn't. Hey, I'm not saying AI is not efficient. I'm saying how is Kobe not? How is Russell Westbrook not? If we're going off of that,
I can't argue with that. I got to argue why AI wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't an efficient. He wasn't an efficient player. All right. He was terrible. He was terrible. He was good for what he did in the 01 finals. It was 01, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was good because he was a really small guy and basically backpacked that team for years. He came to my team, the Detroit Pistons, and was okay. He was an all-star that year. So I'm not like saying he's not. I'm not saying he's a bad player. And he had a culture. He led a cultural revolution in NBA. The dreads, the cornrows,
they put a dress code in the NBA because this man was showing up in street clothes.
Yeah, people wasn't wearing shooting sleeves before Allen Iverson like that either. So you gotta remember that. So, I mean, it's just AI has had a profound impact on the culture of the NBA, but on the court,
you ain't rocking with it.
On the court, not the. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Getting him out of here.
Get him.
Damn.
I hate to drop it on you like that, Paul.
We're gonna have to carry over this conversation to next week. Tank cast about 6-7.
One more point to make. We were talking about the trade deadline. That was the greater conversation of the Trae Young conversation. Since you are a Wizards fan, well, and we can talk about the Pistons and the Wizards because I'm in Detroit. I'm a Detroit native, and he is in Virginia. He's a Virginia native. I lived in Virginia for a while, but I'm not claiming Virginia as it's like the FBA debate. All right, I was there for a while, but that's not my. I'm not a.
It's not your homeland. Yeah. This is a good way to tie in the beginning of the show.
Yeah. So, what other trades do you want to see? How do you think the Trae Young trade will affect your team in the future? And what sort of direction do you want the team to go into? Like rebuild versus, just a retool and keep it pushing.
I like the Wizards exactly. I think this trade did what they got. They got veteran leadership that's not too old, and they have a good young core. I think let them run this the rest of this season out. Don't make the playoffs. Get a draft pick, draft a developmental role player. Unfortunately, I've been following the Wizards for a long time. It's been this story for my whole life. It's always give them 3 years for that team to develop, and the team just never develops. It was even like that when they had John Wall and Bradley Beal. It was always give them 3 years and they'll be great, and then John Wall would get hurt, and then Bradley Beal would get hurt, and then this would happen, and then that. But I'm going to say it for the Wizards. They got a good, young, solid core and a elite level point guard who has a chance to resurrect his career. I want to say give him 3 years and they'll be a team we talk about. We'll see.
He's 1 year away from being 1 year away. I think the Wizards.
They've been 1 year away from being 1 year away my whole life, except the past 5 years when they've just been a trash team.
Yeah, I've been blessed as a Pistons fan. I'm not going to lie. But I think the problem with the Wizards, and this is me being a tether, all right, because I lived in Virginia and now I'm talking about the Wizards. I think they don't know how to develop young players.
I think their scouting team or whatever's going on in there, the ownership, somebody fucking sucks. I think somebody in development sucks.
Yeah, it's the player development side because they scout well. I mean, Denny Avdia is going crazy.
Yeah, Alex Sarr's doing really good.
Alex Sarr's doing good. I mean, it was Bradley Beal fell off a cliff. I think
Bradley Beal fell off a cliff. He got old and injured. Early career Bradley Beal was insane.
But yeah, that's what I was saying. I think they scout well, but they don't really. They don't really take the talent and elevate the talent.
You know what I mean? I agree. Yeah, so the facts. They don't have they're not one of those franchises that when coaching and those names become available, people aren't rushing to the Wizards. They want the big names. But hopefully that's changing. And bringing in players like Trae Young does that for a team because now if a good coach does get fired because he's not performing, he might want to come to the Wizards to coach Trae Young. So, we'll see.
I think what the Wizards need to do is they just need to keep, 25 to 30-year-old players on the team and not try to go for young players. I think they need to be that type of team. They take failed projects and they try to make a team out of people like that, people that have a chip on their shoulder, something to prove, and just make old team. They can draft players here and there, especially when they have low draft picks, and it's like a can't miss player, like a Cooper Flag or Victor Wembanyama. But they really should be focused on getting like quality, those like mid tier to like perennial all-star guys, like quality role players, like Tobias Harris was before, like 5 years ago. Tobias Harris. You know what I mean? What?
I remember that one good year Tobias Harris had, and he made all that money to go to Philadelphia to shit the bed.
That's what I'm saying. But like players,
Harrison Barnes is the same thing. Harrison Barnes has gotten a career because he had that one good year with Golden State, and now he goes to a team every year, shits the bed, and gets paid buku money because he had that one good year with Steph Curry.
But it was a good year. They were the
Yeah.
champions.
Hey, get your money, bro. Get your
It was
money.
a good year. It was a good year. It was a
Jordan,
great year.
I'm
It
glad
was a
that
great
didn't
year.
happen. It's going to happen with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, the Wizards got him, gave him all that money. Now they just got rid of him. He's going to go somewhere else and get a bunch of money because he had that one insane year because he was playing with one of the greatest players of all time.
I just saw Jordan Poole pull up a donut. He is about to be out the league.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the G League. Ever since Draymond Green clocked him, he ain't been the same.
Yeah, he needs to stop running.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk about my team for a minute. I mean, the Pistons, there's not really much to say.
Y'all doing great this year.
We're number one in the East.
Y'all are doing great this year.
And you know, when we had TaintCast episodes a couple years ago, and we were on that 28-game losing streak, I was actually watching those games. Those are very winnable games. We were usually up.
No, facts. Last year, yeah, y'all are just missing that veteran leadership or something last year to put y'all over the hump.
Well, no, not last year. The 28-game win streak happened in 24.
Okay.
So yeah, it was 2 years ago, but it was just like we were right there already. Like people were like, oh, and I would say that. And you know who actually said that? That's a professional NBA player. That was a professional NBA player. That whose opinion I actually respected after that. Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, facts.
Gilbert Arenas was like, you know, these guys are like with these games are within, you know, fighting distance, and they just didn't know how to close games. So once they learn how to close games, wasn't no team gonna really be able to fuck with us like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what, you know, like our guys, they developed. You know what I'm saying? They
gotten better.
And this is what happens when you just allow stuff to happen the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the guys. I mean, I was a Bucks fan for a while. I was early. I was real early on Giannis. Like
we can't keep prolonging the episode, but next week we got to talk about Giannis and what's going on there.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, the Pistons, I'm really proud of those guys. I was excited about every draft pick. Like I had seen videos of Jalen Duren at Memphis. I had seen Jay Ivey at Purdue. Like, and those are guys that I was keying in on. Like, and the Thompson twins too. I wish we would have got a man over Asar. But I mean, just to see all of those guys develop and become literally, like, I think we're the second best defense in the league.
Yeah.
The second best defense in the league. I mean, and we're number one in the East. And we almost beat the Knicks last year. This is why I was telling people, like, when you get that close to beating a team that's seen as one of the top teams of your conference, the next year you like, I can beat anybody.
Yeah.
And last year, I don't know if did you watch the series between Detroit and the Knicks?
No. Detroit didn't make the playoffs last year.
They did.
Oh, were they the 7th seed?
Yeah. Yes.
We
were 6 seed.
Okay.
We didn't have to do the play-in.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. So, like, let's be honest. No one really pays attention to the East. I didn't pick up on the East playoffs last year until the Knicks, like, were impressing everybody. And I was watching the West.
We took it to 6 games.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if you didn't watch it, so I'm going to just explain it. Basically, 2 of the games came down to 1 shot. And then in one of the games, Josh Hart, bodied Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner when he was going up for a corner 3. And they didn't call it. And then after the game, the ref
I do remember that. I remember that all over the talk. Yeah,
the ref said that they should have called it. So when you get that close and you think you got cheat, like we were with that close. We were 1 call away from winning that series.
Right.
So it's like, you know, we could have won it.
Yeah.
So let's go. I think we did a good job talking about it.
I think this was a good welcome back episode.
Yeah, I think our teams are going in a pretty good direction. So how about we get to
That
the
was a
part?
lot.
What
That gong.
was it? How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? Well, we two more things actually. So we were supposed to meet last week, but we didn't get a chance to. You got any New Year's resolutions, John?
Yeah, I was talking about it a little earlier. Getting the gym more, being more consistent, and just being more structured overall, not just in gym but in life. You get more done when you have. I've learned, and the gym's taught me, just get more done when you have a plan and execute and discipline and staying consistent. And like, of course, there's days you don't want to go fucking work out, and I just call myself a bitch and go work out anyway, and look forward to my rest days because that's how you get the goals that you want.
Yep, that's true. I have the same sort of resolution with my fitness. Not necessarily fitness, but with my diet because I do work out 3 times a week. That's a good amount of time. I just do not eat well. So I need to lock in on my diet, make sure I'm eating because as they say, abs are made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Abs are made in the kitchen. And my other goal is to be creative, not out of, or to be creative out of habit and not necessity.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times I get in the studio and I feel like I need to be inspired or something when I really should be just, I should be trying to, get in there and, make something, not like trying to get inspired by something or, you know what I mean? Like you're just
Yeah.
sitting, waiting for something to come to mind when you really should be, being more deliberate about what you're creating and when you have your studio time.
Yeah.
Especially since I got 3 kids.
Yeah. Crazy work.
So
3 kids.
whenever I get studio time, I got to really make it count.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, let's do our top 5.
Okay.
This week it is top 5 small guards.
Whoa. Of all time?
Evante.
Of all time. All right. First of all, you got to explain to the people what we are considering a small guard. So before we get to arguing, they understand why someone like Tracy McGrady is not in it.
I mean, that should go without saying, but it's really just people under 6'3", not 6'3" and under. So no Baron Davis. Yes, under 6'3", so 6'2" and under, really. But like some people are 6'2" and 3/4, so they get in there. Paul.
Yeah.
They get in there.
Right. We're gonna have to look up heights for some people. We got to do this fast though. I'm at 9%.
I got you. Let me share my screen. How about you give your list?
All right. I got, of course, this was like we have to look up heights. AI is in there. I'm putting AI at number 3, but I'll start at number 5. John Wall.
John Wall.
Yeah, I believe John Wall 6'2".
Guess I got to put.
Does
John
that say
Wall.
6'6"?
It says his wingspan is 6'9". So John Wall
is 6'3". He just made it out.
He is out of the running.
He is out of the running. John Wall. That's why he was number 5. All right, number 5. Well, we'll throw Allen Iverson in there. Allen Iverson. No, at 5. You know who I got at 5? Who? The newer Isaiah Thomas, not the Detroit Isaiah Thomas, the Celtics Isaiah Thomas.
Well, that needs no looking up because he is 5'9".
Why doesn't it bring their height up at the beginning? Like that's what people look for with basketball.
So yeah, he's in there. So where do you rank him at?
Number 5. He had a good run with the Celtics.
All right, let's get her going. Let's keep the good times going.
All right, and then number 4. You remember? No, I think Ramon Sessions was kind of tall. I was gonna say, you remember Ramon Sessions?
Yep.
Yeah.
He was
I think
a great backup guard on 2K.
yeah. Allen Iverson is my number 3. My number 1 is Steph Curry. Steph Curry 6'2", right?
Let's see. I thought he was 6'3", but a few years ago they changed everybody's heights.
They did change everybody's height. Up, he's 6'2".
6'2".
So yeah, Steph Curry is obviously the number 1 small guard of all time. Number 2 would be the Detroit Pistons, Isaiah Thomas.
There you see. But I think he's a little overrated too. But we'll take it. Pause.
Number 3, AI. Number 4, Nate Robinson, and then number 5, the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas.
So say all 5 just for me real quick.
Number 5, Isaiah Thomas from the Celtics, the most recent one. Number 4, Nate Robinson. Number 3, Allen Iverson. Number 2, classic Isaiah Thomas from the Bad Boys Pistons. And number 1, the greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry.
Okay, I agree with a lot of that. You did a good job. But you made one. You made one.
Who would I forget?
You made
Steve
one
Nash.
fatal error.
I forgot Steve Nash, didn't I?
How do you forget?
Oh, I'm not the biggest Chris Paul fan.
How do you forget?
Chris Paul. You're right though. I thought about Nate Robinson, and I was like, Nate Robinson ain't gonna get no love. Let me put him in there. But Chris Paul definitely does belong in there.
Yeah,
You're right. I shit the bed.
Emmanuel Paul Sr.
Hey, how tall was Steve Nash, bro?
I think he was 6'3".
Okay, and then what about John Stockton?
John Stockton was 6'1".
John Stockton is in that conversation too.
See, the thing about John Stockton is overrated. Overrated. He was a Karl Malone merchant. He just passed the ball to Karl Malone, and that was it. That was his whole game.
I don't disagree. We could say that Steve Nash could shoot a little bit, but Steve Nash had a lot of just drop it off to Mark Stoudemire.
I think Steve Nash should have shot the ball way more than he did.
Yeah,
because he was hyper efficient. Like he was probably more efficient than Steph. He would have been more efficient than Steph was if he would have been chucking up more shots.
Let's not. No, I'm not agreeing with that. I love Steve Nash. There was a point in time before Shaq and Steve Nash were like my 2 favorite players before it was John Wall and LeBron James, but I'm not going to say that he would have been more efficient than Steph Curry if he shot more. I don't agree.
Okay. Well, let me give you my list real quick and then we can get off. Pause.
Whoa.
And then we can get out of here. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Number 5. It's your boy Allen Iverson.
Okay. At least you put him in there. I can respect that.
At least I did what?
At least you put it in there.
Oh, I did what? Get it out of there. What's it in there? What's it in there? Get it out.
Bruh.
Oh God. All right. Number 4. Number 4. I gotta go with the hometown hero, even though he's not from here. Isaiah Thomas.
Hey, bro, that shit played you. But yeah, that Isaiah Thomas.
I spelled it, and then it autocorrected to the other one. So. Yeah, you know what time it is. I think he was great for his era. I do not think he was that great of a player. Like He would have been
He
great.
got Kyrie Irving type handles though.
Yeah, he would have been great in this era. It's just for his era. I don't know, like averaging. What do you average for his career?
I mean, he never. Well, no, he did win the big one once.
He averaged 19.2 points per game.
That's pretty good. 19 points a game is good for a whole career.
Yeah, but he was always the star. But like I said,
but he's a point guard. He's a point guard.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. In his era, like the point guard had to pass the ball. Nowadays, you know, they let them massage the ball a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Yeah. I love that sound, dude. Oh my god. Number three. I'm gonna have to go Johnny Boy. I mean,
wow.
I agree. I think, you know, he had a career that was you know, great. He got close. He had some close calls. My biggest thing, obviously, he my wife said we sound stupid. I think she heard us.
Is she watching or is she saying that from downstairs?
I think she can hear me.
No.
I like John Stockton, like the archetype of John Stockton, because like if I played with a guy like him, I'd get the ball. But in the grand scheme for a career, 10 points, 2.5 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, he averaged the most assists ever in a season, and he has the most assists ever. So I can't fault him for that, and that's why he's at number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2
that's Chris Paul, or is your number 1 Chris Paul?
No, number 2 is the greatest 5'10" player ever, according to Google. 5'11" inches. The greatest 5'11" player ever to play the game. And then obviously, I mean, come on. Number
Stephen
1.
Curry.
Number 1
yeah.
Wardell Stephen Curry the second. Honestly,
hey bro,
he could retire right now and have probably the greatest career of anybody, of any small guard ever.
No, facts. Hey bro, what was the 2K where it will let you put classic players and new players together so you can make Steph and Del Curry play together? Was it 2K14? Do you remember?
You can do that now.
Can you do it now? I just got a PS5. I'll get a new 2K. I'll get the newest. I'll get the next 2K that comes out.
You gotta get the one that's out now. You can get it for like $20.
No, I'll just wait till next year because I'm not gonna play it that much. I'm still finishing the 2K that I'm playing. I'll just wait for the next one.
I'm gonna say you could just do whatever you was thinking of doing with putting them on the same team. But yeah. Obviously Steph Curry is number 1 on any list anywhere.
Yeah.
Number 1 shooter. I mean, not every list, obviously, but
yeah, but a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, really the consensus was you couldn't start a championship team that was headed by a small guard. That's been the modus operandi. That's literally why they traded Trae Young, because you can't head a team with a small guard being the leader. But
and even though Steph Curry was the leader, this could be a conversation. Those Warriors teams had Steph Curry. They also had KDs and Draymond Greens and Klay Thompsons and Zaza Pachulias and Festus Ezelius and Andre Iguodala's. Like, yes, Steph Curry was the leader. Steph Curry was the best player on those teams except the KD teams. But I don't think they won those championships just because of Steph Curry. Because you've seen the years where it really is just Steph Curry and no one else. Like, the Warriors do good, but they're not that team.
Yeah. I mean, and we can have another conversation because people are starting to downplay Draymond's impact. I don't like that. Draymond is like Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman,
yes,
and Boris Diaw put together in the one player.
Yes, but Draymond would not, just like all of those players except Ben Wallace, Draymond would not be as effective of a player if the right team didn't find him like they did. The only one that I can agree would be as sweet is Ben Wallace. But no, you're right. Like Boris Diaw and all of them. Like the right team found them and maximized them.
Yep. And
Boris Diaw is a great example. I like that.
yeah, he's got, you know, because Boris Diaw wasn't the best defender or rebounder, so he's got the defense from Ben Wallace and Rodman and the rebounding from Ben Wallace and Rodman. You know, because he could have averaged double-digit rebounds, but you know he played the 4. He's 6'6", and he's in a modern era. But you know he was defensive player of the year for a reason. You know what I'm saying? During their championship run, it's not like he was a slouch. So all of y'all down in Draymond Green, really just y'all need to stop the slander, because
Draymond Green is having a bad back half of his career.
Yeah,
that's facts.
Maybe next week we can do like players that we wish would have panned out.
Yeah, we should. We can iron out some wrinkles for next week, but I think we did a good job this week.
Yeah, like Ben Simmons.
I do wish Ben Simmons would have worked out, and I wish Lonzo Ball would have worked out. Watching those two in college was great. And they both got to the pros, and it's just like, whatever.
I heard Ben Simmons is in Turkey.
Ben Simmons was one of the greatest college basketball players ever, debatably to watch at least, and he went to the pros and just fucking suck. Yeah, Zion Williamson.
No,
Zion Williamson.
He didn't suck in the pro. He didn't suck in the pros. He didn't suck in the pros. He was good. He was an all-star. He was a defensive player of the year candidate. He was averaging like 16, 7, and 8.
Yeah, and he was like rookie of the year and all of that. Yeah. I get it, but it was just like 1 year.
No, it was a few. He got drafted in 16 or 17. He was injured.
Yeah, even when Ben Simmons was sweet, he had moments in the NBA when he was sweet. He still wasn't like when he played at LSU, bro. Ben Simmons was something different. They thought he was going to give LeBron James competition. Like Ben Simmons was different.
Yeah, and
he never was that in the NBA.
He couldn't shoot.
Yeah, but that's good. I don't think we should, go on forever. Is our one viewer still here?
I think so.
Whoa, one viewer, you're awesome. I fucks with you. Hey, come back next week about 6-7 for TaintCast.
I think we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, and my phone's dying. I'll have a more charged phone next week. Thanks for coming. Pause. Seriously.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for enjoying the show.
Nah, thanks for coming on us.
Wow. All right, I'm 5%. I have to skedaddle.
All right, let's get out of here. Oh,
you said be right back. Thank you. I like that. See y'all next week about 6-7.
6-7. Wait.
Hey, we're still live. We can say something. That's crazy. Hey, we're back. Yo.